Guys, this is my first voiceover video, so please excuse any background noise. Today we'll be making silicone molds for this custom YouTube play button that we will turn into keychains. So this is the silicone liquid that I use in order to make my silicone molds. It's from a brand called Silicozest. So it comes in different varieties, LSR, LSR2. So this is LSR2, which is recommended for resin casting. So it comes along with this hardener. So you have to add this hardener to the silicone liquid, and then it will cure over a certain period of time. Silicone mold. The instructions are clearly given in the back of the silicone bucket. So if you take 100 parts of the liquid silicone, you have to add 3 to 5 parts of the hardener. You have to mix it slowly and then allow it to cure anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. So this is how the liquid silicone looks like. It's a semi-thick liquid. So whatever part of this liquid silicone you take, to that you have to add 3 to 5% of this hardener. You cannot use the liquid silicone on its own. You have to use it along with this hardener. Then only it will harden and become a silicone mold. Moving on to making the molds. If you already have your object ready, just directly pour the silicone over it. If not, you can make one using plaster of Paris or clay. So I made one using plaster of Paris. All I did was put 2 parts of plaster of Paris, 1 part of water, mix it together and pour it into this rectangle silicone mold. So after about an hour, it was dry. So I removed it and then carved the triangle on it. So it's easy to carve on, very soft. So be careful; it might break easily. Okay, so I'm going to be doing two kinds of play buttons. One in which there will be a depth to the triangle and one in which the triangle will be a little raised. So make a mold out of this first one. So what I've done here is hot glued the play button onto a flat surface, and then I have made a border using some foam board, and I've hot glued that too. So make sure you hot glue everything, any gaps or anything. You don't want the liquid silicone to leak. So how much liquid silicone do you need? That will depend on the size of your object and the border that you have made. So I usually eyeball it. So for this one, I'm assuming around 50 grams should do. So put your cup on the weighing scale and pour the liquid silicone on it until and stop and when you reach around 50 grams. Okay, so we've added 50 to 51 grams of liquid silicone. Now it's time to add the hardener or the catalyst. So we'll add around 3 to 5% of the hardener. 3 to 5% of 50 is around 1.5 grams to 2.5 grams. So I'll add around 2 grams. So we'll stop when we reach 53. Okay, so we reach 53, switch it off. Mix the hardener and the silicone nicely for about a minute or so. They are all well combined, and then pour it over your object from a height. So make sure it gets into all the corners. You don't want any gaps. So the reason for pouring from a height is so that you will have less air bubbles. Okay, so after pouring, what I like to do is just tap this so that if there are any air bubbles, it will rise to the top, and then you can just poke it with a toothpick or popsicle stick to remove it. So once you're done pouring, cover this with a box and then allow it to cure for at least 4 to 6 hours. So this is the second that I'll be doing. All I've done is remove that extra triangle, and there's a depth here. So I've done the silicone mold using the same process as the previous one. Okay, so allow this to cure for 4 to 6 hours. So it's been about 8 hours, and so let's unmold and see how the mold has come out. So it should be pretty easy to remove. So there you go, that's the hot glue. So remove the object from the mold. So the plaster of Paris is very brittle, so I think it has broken here, but it will come out easily from the silicone mold. Okay, so there you go, YouTube play button. This is the second play button that we did, one without the raised triangle. So remove this the same way. And there you have it, second kind of play button. Okay, so the two different kinds of silicone mold for the YouTube play buttons are done. But it's recommended that you do not cast anything in it for at least another extra 24 hours. Allow it to fully cure and then use it. It's been 24 hours. Let's test the silicone mold by casting some resin in it. I have not put any mold relays in this silicone mold. We'll test it as it is. The triangle here is at a little depth, so let's fill it up with some resin mixed with white pigment first. I'm going to allow this to fully cure before putting more resin in the rectangle part. The triangle part is cured, so let's fill the rest of the mold with some more resin. I'm using some alcohol inks here to create the Petri effect. This resin takes 24 hours to cure, so let's come back to this after 24 hours and see if it unmolds easily. Another 24 hours has passed. It's time to unmold the resin cast. It's coming out easily without any mold release. The silicone mold is of matte finish, so the resin cast that comes out of it will also be of matte finish. That means it will come without any shine. So all you have to do is put some resin glaze or clear nail polish or just another layer of resin, and it will bring you that shine. So I'm using some resin glaze, and as you can see the difference. Another layer of resin will also give you the same effect. So I'm testing out the second YouTube play button. It's been 24 hours, so time to unmold this. So this also comes out very easily without any mold release. This triangle has some depth, so I'll beat it with some resin mixed with white pigment. So once this cures, the YouTube play button will be ready. So all the play buttons have cured and they are ready to be made into keychains. So I made this brown one using stone texture paste and then put a layer of resin over it. So to turn them into keychains, all you have to do is drill a hole at one end using a hand drill or an electric drill, which is usually used for jewelry. Then pass a jump ring and a keychain end. A custom play button keychain is ready. So guys, let me know which is your favorite design in the comments down below. And I do hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and do leave a like. I usually leave written instructions in my video, but someone commented in my previous video that the written instructions were difficult to follow and a voiceover would be better. So do let me know whether this was better. Do subscribe and leave a like, it will help me out a lot. See you in the next one.